Hey everyone, my name's Tim and I'm super excited for the opportunity to show off a demo of the adaptive integration we're building at Ressio. I'll walk us through some of the features we're building, including pulling in your cost codes and your vendor data from adaptive, as well as pushing purchase orders created in Ressio out. Let's jump right in. After logging in, we can navigate to company settings and then integrations, and we're now able to connect to adaptive. So we'll go ahead and do that. And you can see our adaptive account is now linked in Ressio. Now that we're connected, we can start syncing data between the two. Let's start by connecting an existing adaptive job to a Ressio project. We can navigate to a project, and then we'll go to project settings, then financials. And you can see here a new connect to adaptive area. So opening this select, I can see all my existing adaptive jobs. So let's go ahead and choose one, and we'll go ahead and connect. Great. Now let's jump over to linking vendors. So I'll go ahead and choose a vendor, and you can see there's a new adaptive integration status. And this not connected means that we haven't connected an adaptive vendor to our Ressio vendor to link the two. So if I go ahead and click Edit Details, I can then get a selector here that's populated by all my existing vendors in my adaptive account. Same idea. I'll go ahead and select one, and then we can connect. And closing the edit, you can now see that we've got our adaptive integration status as connected, as well as an icon indicating which vendors are connected to an adaptive vendor in Ressio. Next, we can move on to cost codes. So if we go to company settings, cost codes, we can see here a new column, adaptive item. And clicking it will open up a select with all of our existing adaptive cost codes. So we'll go ahead and select one, which means we'll be able to use this item for the next step, creating and pushing a purchase order. One thing to call out is this Import from Adaptive button at the bottom. Now, it isn't functional in this demo build, but in the released integration, clicking it will pull in your cost codes that you already have set up in Adaptive and match them to their Ressio equivalent. Now, we can take the three things that we just set up, our Ressio project connected to an adaptive job, and the same for vendors and cost codes, and use them to create and push a purchase order. So we'll select the project that we connected, go over to Estimate, then Create and New Purchase Order, and we'll add a line item, choosing the adaptive cost code that we linked earlier. And then we can go ahead and assign a vendor by opening this select, and you can see that any vendor that we have connected to adaptive will have this icon. So we can go ahead and select Andy's Automatic Appliances, click Save, and we can continue creating this purchase order like we normally would. And when we're ready, we go ahead, click Release, and we'll get a pop-up notifying us that we can push this purchase order to adaptive. And so let's go ahead and do that. And if we jump over to adaptive, you can see that a new purchase order has been created using all of the information that we had linked in Ressio, our vendor, job, cost code, price, and anything else that we had specified on the purchase order. Thanks for letting me walk through some of the features in the upcoming adaptive integration we're building at Ressio. We can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it.